The fight of my life, I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it would kill me, but it has only made me stronger.
Hello everybody. Welcome to Let It Out. I am your host, Taboshes Rochester. And I wanted to say the show tonight is about Let It Out and where it started and where it came from. Okay. Also, if you have any indie music videos, please don't hesitate to send them to submissions@plugstudio.net. Okay. And also, my host cannot be with us this evening, but we are, we're going to holler at him, let him know we're thinking about him. Hello, Raphael and Brenda. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go into it, and we're going to talk about this. Let It Out is my story, but it's not just my story. It's anybody's story who's afraid to let it out, okay? It happened one day. I was sitting on the side of my bed. I'm going to make a long story short here. Sitting on the side of my bed, and I was going to write a book called Let It Out. And something just hit me and said, no, you're going to sing it since you like to sing so much. You're going to sing this song. So, this is something I've been holding on to all my life. And I decided, good evening, I decided to do something about it and do something for myself. And I know those who have similar stories, can say they want to let it out as well. Okay. And I wanted to get this clear as well too. Let It Out is not dedicated to the Me Too movement. This is a whole different thing. Okay. Let It Out is about molestation. I was molested as a young kid. And as I got older, it became domestic violence with relationship wise. With the fear in my stomach and the mental, the mental things going on and the abuse mentally, physically, what have you, being afraid to live, being afraid to be me. So that's where Let It Out came about. And I know some people out there as well have a story just as well as myself, and you're afraid to let it out. Don't be, because I'm a conqueror. I'm here to speak to you tonight because that's where I am right now. I'm stronger than I've ever been. And what I've done is I forgave the person that did this to me. I forgave them. In order for me to move on, I had to do that. And some people notice that I am different, which I am, attitude-wise, and everything else about me has changed a lot because I had forgiveness. So with that story, do you have anything such as like my story to talk about in your life to let it out about? So you can call in and join in with this conversation, 302-312-3534. And, let me know about your story about you wanting to let it out. I've used to break down a lot, and I don't do it any longer, with that. So I became a stronger person within me, hey, good evening, Alicia. How you doing? Good evening. Yes, and tonight I want you guys to share this, let it out. Like I said, if you have a story as well as, like mine, that you had the same similar things happen to you. You know, dealing with marriage, and as you're a child, that story there. And if you listen to my song tonight, that's what I want you guys to do tonight. When you hear my song, I want you to really listen to it. Don't just listen, really listen to the words, and you can understand where I'm coming from. You could feel, where I'm at. That's my story to tell you. You know, some people, I touched their hearts by, them listening to it and saying, "Oh my God, wow, I understand where you're coming from," because it happened to me. Even men. I did a show out in Philadelphia, and I had men come up to me and tell me their stories, and other people, outside of those shows have come up to me that I've met along the way, with networking and everything, that, those things happen to them as well. So, let's talk about this, and sometimes, our traumas become, our things to be there for other people in their lives too, because we know what it's like, where you've been, so let's do this tonight. Let's talk about this. I'm to the point where I can't even cry about it anymore, and people are like, "Oh my God, you're not." I just can't. I don't know what happened within the time limit, the period or what have you, but and I thank my family for being there for me. My sisters and my brothers and my nieces, they've been there for me, and nephews or what have you, and I thank them for that, because I wanted to tell somebody, and it was hurting me to not tell. I written a letter, and I wanted to tell somebody, and I put that in the Bible once, back in early years, and I put it in the Bible, and I said, if anything was to happen to me, I want somebody to see this letter. That's where I was at, and I'm gonna do a book, one day, not right away, but I am gonna do one later, and I've become stronger woman. I've just been there for other people, like I said, who has been going through the same thing that I did at that time. And now, I'm not, how you could say, I'm not as depressed as I used to be. I have my days. I'm not perfect. Hello, D Nasty. Welcome. So I've become stronger within time. I just feel good within myself. I feel good on the outside. I look good on the outside. I feel good on the inside. So like I said, if you want to share your story with me, I like to be all up in your business. Come on and do that. Give me a phone call. It's either with drugs you want to let it out about, and whatever happened to you that you've, held on to. Hello, sweetie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. And, sometimes you just got to step out there and see what happens, and, be you, and just see what happens. Right. So we're gonna be there for one another, those who have been through the struggle of certain things such as that, right? So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about me letting it out. How do you feel about me letting it out? Do you, let me know how you feel about it. You can ask me a question if you like. I have no problem with that. I've just been living, because I wasn't doing that before. I would stay in bed all half the day, sleep my life away. And you know what my most energy is? Music. Music keeps me strong. It keeps me grounded. It keeps me pushing even harder to make things happen for myself. You know, I've I don't need a crutch anymore. I don't need nobody boo-hoo-hooing for me, you know, because I'm not doing it. You know, and if I do cry, it's because of happiness. Those are tears that you'll see. You won't see that, the tears of sadness, okay? But you know, it's our lives that we all face, that we are afraid to talk about. You know, I've met people along the way, you know, who tell me, oh my gosh, I have a similar story such as yours. You know, and they'll, you know, we'll collaborate, talk about things, you know, and some people aren't afraid to talk to me about it. You know, they're willing to open up to me and tell me everything that happened through their lives. I went to the store the other day and I met a young lady and I was telling her, you know, what I've done, you know, with my career and what have you. And, you know, and she said she listened to my song and she didn't understand what it really meant. So then when I told her, she said, oh, now I know. It happened to me too. And someone in her family as well. So, you know, like I said, you know, chime in on the conversation, you know, talk to me and let me know your thoughts about, you know, Let It Out. I don't know if any of you have heard it. I know you see the little introduction when it comes on, but I don't know if you really pay attention to it. So I want you to do that today when I do have a video, because that will be the video of the night. So I want you to really take that in and listen to it. You know, we've, you know, I've just been there for people who need an ear. I've decided to, you know, make some major things happen pertaining to Let It Out. You know, pertaining to domestic violence and things. Oh, hello. Okay. I was on drugs for 12 years. Lost everything. Wow. Recouped and now celebrating, oh my gosh, 27.5 years today. So I know what you're going through. Oh, wow. Congratulations. You know, see, that's what I mean. We're conquerors, right? And once we do that, we can tell what we've done. You know what I mean? Hello, love. What we've done, what we've conquered, right? You know, like I said, the mental abuse, the verbal abuse from relationships that you've been in, you know, putting their hands on you and, you know, and you decided to just take off, pack your things or just leave everything behind and just move on, right? And you have to do that, you know, and that'll be your Let It Out. I'm packing my things or I'm leaving my things. I'm out of here. I got to go. You know, I got to let it out some shape or form. You have to do that for yourself. You know, with things, you know, with your health and things like that. I was on pills, you know, because of my depression due to what happened to me at a young age. You know, the pills and the drinking and hanging out and thinking that it's going to go away, but it never did go away because I kept blaming myself for what happened to me. Okay. You know, so we tend to do that to ourselves. You know, we didn't do it, you know, and I had to, you know, and my nieces said this to me. Thank you for that. You got to forgive yourself and move on and forgive them, you know, because, you know, I didn't lose any sleep because I know I didn't do anything wrong, you know, and with my relationships, they were abusive, you know, the talk, you know, like I said earlier, you know, with my stomach hurting, I was scared to go home. I had fear, and my coworkers would say to me, "Girl, you need to get away from that, girl. How long are you going to deal with that?" Brothers, Gloria stated, "That's what we do." Exactly, exactly. So we tend to blame ourselves, and we can't do that anymore. Hi, Raphael, but it's never you. Exactly, it's never your fault. Exactly, exactly. You know, so if you feel as though you want to talk about your let it out, give me a call. Let's talk about it. 302-312-3534. I feel good because I'm talking to you. Um, I kept thinking over my mind how I was going to say it to you. And I'm glad that I'm talking about it because some people, you know, don't really want to hear, people judge you. That's where I'm at. I was trying to get that out of here. They tend to judge you when you talk about things like that. Oh, you let it happen. I didn't let anything happen. I was a kid, so how I'm going to know what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? I know it was wrong. You know what I mean? So we have to be the strong one to tell somebody. Um, you know, we hold all that in, and that's what I was doing, and that's where Let It Out came from. I held it in for over 50 something years. I'm in my 50s now, so I held that in. Okay, and I found a producer who was willing to work with me to really bring my song out and my thoughts and how I was feeling, and I wanted people to hear that. And I thank him. Thank you, Antoine Pixley. So I had to do that. I had to, how you feel like you want to do something and you're afraid to do it. That's how I was. And I had to say to myself, you know what? You need to go ahead and do it. Do something that you've never done. Make yourself proud. I did this to myself after I did that. I cried. And if you look at my page, I don't know if y'all saw this, but on my Facebook page, in the beginning of my completion of Let It Out, the song, I was at a restaurant and I had purple on, I believe, and I was telling you my completion. I was happy about my completion, about the song and what I've been through. So I did that, and I'm glad that I did it, because with this song, doors have opened up where I'm meeting people who want to do projects with me, actually, and do other things and talk about this, and I can be there for people who really need me. One day I will be doing this shelters. I'm working on it. I will have that, and I'm telling you, it's going to be something amazing because I believe I have a dream, and I'm going to live it. I'm going to do it. I need to do this for other people who've been through it like myself. Somebody putting their hands on your face, your body, wherever, and you don't need that in your life. If those things are going on in your life, you need to get out of it. You need to move on if you can. If you can't, take steps, because that's how it starts. Take steps from A to Z. Take your steps slowly, right? And you will get there. I'm telling you, I had to go through that. I had to say enough was enough. So, and I feel good, and, I'm doing things. I'm keeping myself motivated, I'm eating like crazy, like I ain't supposed to, but I'm eating everything nailed down. And I didn't have an appetite. Like I said, I just wasn't the woman I'm supposed to be. Oh, thank you, Raphael. And I appreciate everybody who has been there for me. I appreciate that, and I couldn't thank you enough, because everybody needs somebody to lean on. You know, like I said, even men, have you been through this in your life to where you're afraid of your woman, your wife, or what have you, or your mate? You got to let it out. You know, um, my heart cries when I hear stories about people afraid to move forward within themselves, to move on within their lives, to get out of abuse, domestic violence. Um, uh, it is a struggle. Um, you know, um, we all go through this, and once you leave and once you move on, oh my goodness, you are just like the sun done beamed down on you, and you're just this person that you always wanted to be, and I feel good. Like I said, I feel good. I feel so wanted and needed in so many ways, because when I tell people about Let It Out, and they smile, and I'm like, oh my God, thank you for sharing that with me. So we have those, times where, we have to talk about stuff like that in our life, right? So do you have a story you want to tell me about you? Because I told you my Let It Out, that everybody also wanted to know about. Um, so I'm happy that I'm talking to you about it tonight. Um, you know, I've I've just been like on cloud nine. Ever since I did forgive, it's like all this weight is off of me. You're gonna hear it in the song. The weight is lifted off of me because I'm in my newness. I am Tobocious for real. I am living Tobocious for real. I'm living in my newness. I am just ecstatic about how I've been feeling. Yes, I've been through things in my life that, you know, that were really hurtful. But you know what? It gets better. Losing loved ones in our lives, but it's a process for all of us, right? So, like I said, we all have our let it out story. Don't be ashamed to talk to me about your let it out story, because that's what I'm here for. I was led to be here to talk about let it out, to have the podcast. One day I came along and I talked to Smack, and then later on it became, discussed with my producer, Pierce. And they were like, wow, that's unique. It's a purpose that I'm here. It's a reason why that I'm here, to talk to you, to be there for you, because we all have our purpose in life, right? We all have our purpose, and this is mine. Am I right? This is mine, so I'm there for you. That's just what it is now. But call the hotline and talk to me, and don't be afraid. Like I said, let me hear, your stories, and I'm glad that I was finally able to talk to you about it. I just couldn't figure out what day I would do it, and so it was today. We are conquerors, like I said, and things that we hold on, that's painful within you. That's pain, right? It's pain, and it hurts because you're holding these things in. Don't do it. I'm telling you guys, please. Raphael stated, you have a wonderful platform to help others. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And I appreciate you being here with me to, do that and reach others as well. So let's share. Let's, like I said, let's share. Let me hear your stories. I want to hear yours as well. It's not just me, because we got brothers Gloria stated they're let it out. Right? Let's let it out together. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk about it together. Love one another. Be there for one another, right? That's what we're here for. So, we just have to take it one day at a time, and I have more things coming in my life that is just going to be amazing because of Let It Out. I've done, just speaking with people. Last year, I think it was last year. Pardon me. It was the year before, I believe, when I spoke to a crowd of people about my life, about Let It Out, and where it came from, and they all understood where that came from. I didn't really accept the word "I love you." Excuse me. I didn't really accept that word. That word to me was like out the window. You could say it to me and it would be like, okay, yeah, whatever. Because my mind was still in the previous problems that happened in my life. And, so I've, and now I found out what love is, when somebody holds you and lets you know that they're there for you, to embrace you, and no matter what you've been through in your life, they're still there for you. Yeah, so that's where I'm at tonight. I'm smiling within my heart because I can talk about it without breaking down anymore. I'm not there anymore. I'm a different person, like I said. It took me a while. To do that. It took me a while. And I got through it. And like I said, it's a process. When you meet people that take you away from all that, I thank my husband for that, because he came into my life and he pushed me to do Let It Out, because I wasn't going to do it, and he was like, you need to do it. So we need people in our lives like that to push us, to say, go ahead and do it. You can do it. Don't let nobody stop you. You got to do this for you. And yeah, you gotta do it. We can't keep doing it. We gotta live. Hey, hon. Hello, my son. Raphael, life is truly hard. It is hard, right? It's hard. And like I said, I have my family and they back me, and when I'm feeling down, they're like, okay. Even my grandchildren pick it up. They be like, hold on, mama, something ain't right. Are you okay? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And my sons and daughters, they all pick up on that stuff, and so when I'm happy, they know it. They're like, look at you, you look something's going on there. You're glowing and all that kind of stuff. And, and the words that people say to you, that matters, right? It matters, people's words. And for you to be who you are, you got to say, I am. I am a conqueror. I am strong. I am. Those words. Am I right? You got to say those words to yourself. Because that's what I do. And that's why I am who I am. Because I say these things to myself. I look in the mirror. I am this. I am that. I am a successor. So that's where I am today. And people look at me like, are you smiling? And, I'm not going to let nothing do this to me anymore. I refuse to do it anymore. I can't do it. And Brothers Gloria stated, I have. Yes, I am somebody. Okay. That's where we talking about today. And that's where we are tonight, right? We got to do this for us. You know, we are who we are, you know, and look in the mirror every day and just say who you are. I am strong. I am a conqueror. I am somebody. I am. Remember those words from me today. That's most important. And let it out. I don't care if you got to scream at the top of your lungs. Go outside. Go in your house. Whatever you got to do. Just scream and let it out. Because we hold on to so much in our lives to where our hearts ache. And I refuse to do that anymore. I'm not going there no more. Do you hear me today? I'm not doing it no more. I can't. I got to live for today, and I'm going to make sure my day counts out for something positive in my life that I completed. So every day you complete something. Get up, complete something that's on your agenda. Check it off. Have a list. These are things I need to do for me. Check it off every day. You know, you have to do this. We can, you know, we have to do this for ourselves, right? But that's where I'm at today, right? So, you know, okay, who's this? Patrice Simmons, hello, amen, every day. My son says, you're amazing, mama. Oh, baby, thank you so much. You are inspiration for many to follow. Keep up the great work. Tabo says, oh, baby, thank you. That's my son. So, you know, and that's where I'm at. You know, I'm here. You know, I'm living for today, and I'm going to make sure that I'm living my day to the fullest. Do you hear me? I'm not letting nothing block me anymore. And I'm going to let it out. If it hurts, I'm going to let it out, because that's my word. Let it out, and you have to. But we're going to go on a break, right? And I want you to listen to my song, Let It Out. I want you to listen to it, and you give me your feedback, what you get out of it. And I'll be right back.
I was stripped of my identity when you touched me inappropriately. You violated my privacy and took complete advantage of me over and over and constantly. I would always beg and plead. You took your hand and covered my mouth and said, you kill me if I dare to scream. I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it killed me, but it has only made me stronger. Disgusted by the things you've done deep down inside, my heart's broken. I fell completely to the floor, not wanting to live anymore. I'm frustrated with all the pain of memories I can't erase. But despite all the tragedies, God taught me to forgive and have faith. I'm able to look you in your eyes, 'cause victory belongs to me. I am here to stay. I found my strength to let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I longer. I know you thought that it killed me, but it has only made me stronger. The monster who held me hostage, I was your prisoner, who was on lockdown. How could you be so rude? You cut me deep and continue to do it. Yes, I weathered the storm and came out on top. I made it through to testify my truth. Let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it killed me, but it has only made me stronger. I'm stronger. I am stronger. I am stronger than I was yesterday.
Okay, well, welcome back to all who have tuned in to Let It Out. I am your host, Tobocious Rochester. So, I hope you listen to the song. That is my Let It Out, right? And that is my Let It Out. That's why I say I want you to really listen to it, right? Yes. Raphael stated, blocking your life blocks your blessings. So true. So true. And my daughter, thank you, my love. Thank you. And we have to do that. You got to live, right? And I'm glad that I came to Plug Studio Network. Speaking of that, my producer.
Hi.
Yes.
And I'm looking like Princess Leia.
But you beautiful, sis. You beautiful. Oh, God.
Princess Leia is in the building. Hello, everyone. Ooh, it look like I'm faded out a little bit. So let me move this light back.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay. You guys, so I'm glad that I came here to Plug Studio Network to really bring it out.
I look like a ghost, but it's okay.
Oh.
I just wanted to come on to say that I really love your show, Let It Out.
You.
I hear all kinds of concepts that come to my desk, me and Smack, and we go through them, yay, nay, but I was really excited about Let It Out.
Thank you.
And the reason is because it's a great way to heal.
Yes.
Most people think that healing comes from the action of therapy, some type of inner work.
Right.
But I believe that healing comes from just simply letting it out.
Yes.
That's you facing
Yes.
whatever happened to you.
Yes.
And you refuse to hide it, to
Right.
hold it.
Yes.
When you hold it, you're
Yes.
hiding. You're
Exactly.
blocking.
Yes.
So I love the concept of it. I love the idea of feeling some kind of way
Yes.
and getting online or going somewhere or talking to a friend or,
Yeah.
in the case of a lot of people that call here, they don't have anybody
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
speak to. So
Exactly.
they can just
Exactly.
call you and just really, really, really just
Yes.
let it go.
Yes.
One of my favorite moments, and I'm not sure, and if you guys, some of you probably already know because some of y'all follow every week, but I love when was he 10 years old?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
10 years old with issues, and he
Yes.
actually felt comfortable enough
Yes.
to let it out, and you
Yes.
were the ear
For him.
for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
When his parents wasn't listening,
Yes.
his friends,
Yeah.
he didn't have anyone else, but he had this show, and it just warms my heart that it's on Plug Studio Network.
Yes.
I just want to say that listen, Tobocious is a whole nother person. You have like, I don't know what 360 change. I have never seen anything like it. If you're tuning in and you don't believe in the miracle of just simply let it out, I'm telling you, you are just doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Because you surely just letting it out over the course of the last couple months here
Yes.
on this show.
Yes.
I've seen a 360 improve. It's just 360.
Yes.
Yes. 360 improvement.
Thank you.
So you're not just the host.
Yes.
You are actually the representative of what you're talking about. You're not here just
Just to
telling
do-
people to do
right,
it.
Right.
You are living proof and example
Yes.
that change could happen
Yes.
through your platform, your own platform. And I just had to get on and say, yeah,
Thank you, sis.
because
Thank you.
and it's the truth. It's just what it is.
Yes. Yes.
It is
yes,
what it is.
Yes.
You have changed so much. The growth and
Yes.
Raphael also.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
growth.
Yes.
Not yet 360. I say about maybe 180.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see the change. How you doing, brothers Gloria?
Yes.
I can see the change in all of y'all. And then I love the information that you get from watching this show.
Mm-hmm.
Very informative.
Thank you.
And I'm just glad that y'all chose to be here with us. Please don't leave. We love y'all.
Yeah,
That's
love
why I
you
try to
too.
make y'all
Yes.
some drinks. I be trying to do all kinds of shit. Next, I'm going to chain y'all to these seats. You know, I got a plan.
I can't.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this show, and for those of y'all watching, please share this live. In fact, every time that you watch this show, you share this live. You don't know the daily ins and outs of anybody's life, and you don't know exactly what they
Yes.
need, because a lot of people are very personal. Just sharing this show
Yes.
and letting them call anonymously
Yes.
can make a world of difference in
Yes.
someone's life. So I just had to say that. Hey, miss you a lot going on, but holding on. Okay.
All right.
Brothers Gloria. But Monday, 7 p.m., Brothers Gloria. Tune in to Let It Out.
Yes.
But yes, I love the shows on this platform. Everyone has a different function. But Let It Out is more of a therapeutic function without
Yes.
you being a college educated, and let's just face it, some of them are jerks.
Yes.
College educated jerks. That make you feel like a jackass
Yeah.
because you have a problem
Yeah.
and they have the solution.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
pay me for that solution.
Yeah.
But here you could get all the therapy you need through conversation,
Yes.
real internet friendships and bonding,
Yes. Yes.
and different perspectives, and you can probably walk away and save money.
Yes.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
true,
So,
so true.
yeah, I just love the platform.
Yes.
Raphael said, I thank you all for allowing me to share this platform with you, sis.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. So, yeah, tell a friend.
Yes.
Everybody, tell a friend.
Let it out, and and I'm glad that I'm able to be the person that I am, to be, have that ear, because I like to listen. That's me. I like to listen, and if you're going through something, I like to just hear what you're going through, and I may have some things to feedback off of what you're telling me, and sometimes I won't, but I'm not perfect, but I will listen.
And then with that being said, I'm gonna get off, but I had to say that. I love y'all.
Thank you, sis. I love you too. So I hope you guys enjoyed Let It Out video. So, some people, like I said, some people listen to it, but they don't listen to it, right? So you got to really pay attention what you're listening to, because everything, this music today and everything that we do has a story behind it, right? That's why I said music is my thing. Me talking to other people. I love talking to other people. Tired to call, no answer. Oh, I tried to call. Somebody tried to call, no answer. Okay. Try it again. Or we'll call you. Try it again. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm holding on one day at a time.
And that's all we can do. That's all we can do. I just want to commend you. I really do.
Oh,
A lot of people need this.
thank you so much.
And, people don't have to know who you really are. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people just don't know people online,
Right.
and they
Yes.
need to talk,
Right. Yes.
So I really, and I had watched it in the beginning, but I had so much going on
Right.
with my mother. I just lost my husband,
I'm sorry to
and
hear
still
that.
trying to grieve from that.
I'm
And,
sorry to hear that. Yes.
it's just
Yes.
been a lot going on, but
Hmm.
I just really, I thank you for just being there, because sometimes I just like to listen too.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But I'll
Yes.
throw something out there every now and then. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes. Yes.
Just to let you know that I'm on the same page. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes. Yes. And I appreciate that. And my condolences to you and your family as well.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Yes.
We was married 21 years. Peach
Oh.
knows my story. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I had shared it a while back,
Okay.
and he just passed. It wasn't through COVID. It was just body functions just started failing.
Oh my. Geez.
But
Yeah.
it's just been rough. And like I
Yeah.
said previous,
Yeah.
life is great
Yes.
in spite of.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not going back to get high. None of that.
Yes, yes, yes. So yes, exactly, exactly.
So
Yeah.
I thank
Yeah.
God for that.
Yes,
But,
that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
I just appreciate you guys for
Yeah.
just being there, being an ear for whoever.
Yes, yes. And if you want to talk, you can inbox submissions at Plug Studio Net, and they'll get in touch with me, and I can talk with you if you
Okay,
want. If
that's
you
a-
if you ever want to talk, okay.
That sounds great. And what
Okay.
is it again?
Submissions at plugstudio.net,
Gotcha.
and
Gotcha.
they'll get in touch with me,
Okay.
and I'll communicate with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. And I appreciate you so much for calling.
No, I thank you, and you guys enjoy your night, and I'm still on until you go off.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thanks
Thank
again.
you. You're welcome.
Have a great night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Yes. Okay, or always tune in. Yes, definitely always tune in, you guys, because I always have something for you. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video itself. Like I said, it's my story, but it's just not my story. It's anybody's story who's afraid to let it out. And I've said many times, we all go through things in our lives that we are afraid to talk about. Don't never be afraid to talk about it. If you're feeling some type of way in your life and you want to communicate with somebody, tell them how you feel, you have to do that. I always talk to my nieces a lot, all the time. And I tell them things, and my niece Tina was the one who said, Auntie, what is let it out? So, and she said, it's more than, it's not about, the Me Too movement. And no, it wasn't. And it isn't. It's a whole different thing, so I don't know where they got that from, but yeah, it has nothing to do with that. I've been here for people, and I'm going to continue to do that, and be there for others who need me. I may not do anything else for you, but I can feed you. That's a joke, LOL. But my daughter, I always say that to my daughter. My daughter says that to people. It's like, my mom may not do anything else for you, but she will feed you. I felt when I came through these doors here at Plug Studio Network, it was like a calling for me. Like, I'm supposed to be here. You ever feel like that in your life, where like you're supposed to be somewhere, and your purpose and your reasons for being there? You ever thought about that? You ever went through that in your life? Like, I'm supposed to be here for something. What is my purpose? So you got to figure out what is your purpose of being and doing the things that you do in your life as we speak. Being there for people who go through mental illness and, going through housing situations and what have you, being strung out on drugs and things such as just being there for somebody, because, all it takes is somebody to start talking to you, and there's a conversation. That's all it starts from, a conversation. And there you go. You might be that person to help that person that day, that moment, that second, So that's all it takes, and, and that's what I like to do. People laugh at me because I network. I do it at weird places. I do it a lot. I don't care where I'm at. I do it at the gas station, sub shop, wherever, pizza shop. I don't care. I network. And I tell people, and I don't be afraid when I tell them either, I tell them, this is Let It Out and this is what it's about. And they're like, oh, wow, okay. Wow, that's deep. I got to check it out. And I remember I never met this lady. And we talked on the phone for like, I'll say an hour or more, talking about my song, Let It Out. And next thing I know, I'm in a play, musical, and performing this song. But right now things are on hold. But you never know what can come out of those things when you meet people. Positive things in your life can change due to something that you've done in a positive way. Do you understand? And I hope you guys get where I'm coming from. And I love those who are supporting me, and I'm here for you if you want to talk to me about anything in your life that you've been through. Don't ever hesitate to reach out. Don't ever hesitate to talk to me, because that's what I'm here for, and that's what Let It Out is all about. And also don't forget to check out my my new release called That Beat, featuring Big Tony, the pioneer of go-go. Out of Trouble Funk. So go on it's on all platforms. You can get on Amazon and Spotify and Pandora. It's on everything basically. Check that out as well. I did that because I wanted to go out of my comfort zone, and he thought that would be a good thing for me, and I appreciate that because he saw something in me. So you know what I'm saying? When you're talking to people and they take you out of things that you need to try something different in your life, that's where I'm at. I got other things coming up that I am doing things differently. You know what I mean? My whole body language is moving differently. My mind is on a success path. Do you understand? Success path. That's where I'm at now, and you got to think like that. You have to feel like that. You got to say, look, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it, and this is how it's going to be. And you have to complete that. Everything you do, complete it. My word is completion. That's my word. So I want you to just understand where I'm coming from tonight. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation, I'm just, like I said, I'm ecstatic, and I'm glad that other people are noticing my change, my whole new personality, because I was quiet, I was withdrawn, I was staying backish, I didn't have much to say to you. Now, I'm a whole different person, and I feel good because I am that. And like I say, I can't even cry anymore because I'm healed within me. Do you understand? I'm healed within me. My heart is mended. It's not like this anymore. It's like that. So with that, I want you to understand that I love you. I may not know you. I don't have to know you, but I love you. And like I said, we all need one another, no matter how. We all need one another, and we have to be there for one another. Sometimes you got to sacrifice. You're not going to eat today. You're going to give that meal to somebody else. Am I right? Clothing wise, someone needs clothing. Do that. Do something out of the ordinary to show somebody that you care and that you're there for them. Because other people, they recognize that. Like, oh my gosh, somebody went out their way for me. My song is called Let It Out. You're talking about the other one? That Beat. That Beat. That Beat. B-E-A-T. Yeah. It's a little go-go, something different. And, I'm also working on something with some jazz. So, something, like I said, we got to do this within ourselves. And when you do something, you feel good about it. Like, I did something for somebody else. And that's what I get from Let It Out. Do you understand? That's where I feel good, because when I leave, people are like, do you take, when you leave Plug Studio Network, do you take everybody's stuff home? I said, no, I don't. And I think about some things when people have discussions with me. I think about those things and because our conversations be really deep, So I just want to leave you guys with that tonight, okay? So like I said, I appreciate all those who have tuned in tonight. I want you to share this video tonight. I want you to share this podcast tonight, okay, with somebody and everybody who needs to hear this. And next week, we're going to come back with something about love, self-love. We need a lot of that, right? So we're going to talk about that next week. That self-love and, what we do for ourselves. That's part 2 because we did part 1, but this is part 2 for that conversation. So with that, I want you guys to continue to stay safe, and I will see you next week. Peace out.
I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it out. I refuse